I've just been everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Tell me where you are now.
Nowhere now, but I've just been getting flashes of all different things,
Mm-hmm. Very
or
good.
various things.
All right. So I'd like for you to focus in on one of those flashes now.
Mm.
What's the first one that just bubbles up?
A little girl crying,
Mm-hmm.
standing at a door.
Tell me more. The more you talk, the more you'll understand. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I don't know, it's just a flash of an image.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So as you are getting flashes, I'd like for you to focus right now on your body and focus on that right knee. And as you focus on that right knee, we're going to ask your soul to take you to the origin of this pain that you're feeling in your knee. So, as you are focused on your knee, I'd like for you to tell me what is the first thing that comes to your mind. It may be a thought, a place, a person. What comes up? Mm-hmm. It could be a word, it could be a flash. What is this on their right knee? What is the message? Mm-hmm. I want you to intensify this pain. What does it remind you of? The more you talk, the more I can help you.
Being lonely?
Being lonely. Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Mm. I'm not sure if the girl was me or
Mm-hmm.
um, if that's related.
Mm-hmm. So as you focus on this pain and the words being lonely come up, what passes through your mind? What thoughts do you have? Mm-hmm.
Just being at home and being lonely all the time.
Mm-hmm. Being at home and lonely. And when you feel lonely all the time, what emotions bubble up?
Sadness.
Mm, sadness. And when all of this loneliness causes this sadness, how does it affect your body?
Holds me back.
Mm-hmm. What does it hold you back from?
Finding out who I really am.
Mm-hmm. Figuring out who you really are. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So let's see when this has happened before, where it originated. I'm going to count from 5 to 1, and I want you to go through time where this has happened before. 5, 4, allow your soul to take you. 3, even if you think you're making it up. 2, feel the sadness. And 1, tell me where you are. What comes up? What is this memory? Feel the sadness, being held back. Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking about my bike accident
Mm-hmm. My accident. Very good.
where I had recut my knee open.
Mm-hmm.
I had stitches. It was I originally did it at school,
Mm-hmm. So
and a
notice.
boy was chasing me.
Yes.
Um, and I had stitches, and then
Mm-hmm.
I was riding my bike another time, and I ripped it all open. And I had to have stitches again.
Mm-hmm. And I want you to tell me how it feels when this happens. What are you saying to yourself?
Uh, I don't know that I'm useless.
Mm-hmm. I'm useless. What else?
Clumsy. I should never have done that.
Mm-hmm. Never have done that. And when you're thinking these things, I'm useless, I'm clumsy, I've never should have done that. Notice what emotions are bubbling up. What are you feeling when you talk to yourself this way?
Uh, just
Mm-hmm. Notice how that feels. I'm useless. I'm clumsy. Should never have done that.
yeah, it feels really heavy on my chest.
Mm-hmm. Heavy on my chest. Notice what that heaviness is. What's causing that heaviness?
I don't know. I had asthma as a child
Mm.
from age 5, so could be related. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I don't want you to guess. I want you to know. What is that heaviness that's on your chest when you think I'm useless? I'm clumsy. Should never have done that.
Shame.
Shame. Mm-hmm. Very good. Let's follow that shame. Let's follow it even further back to the origin. As I count from 5 to 1, let's go to that memory. 5. Feeling that heaviness, that shame. 4. Remembering. 3. Feeling useless. 2. And 1. You're there now. Notice where you are in this memory.
I'm in a house somewhere.
Mm-hmm. In a house somewhere.
I'm married. I'm young.
Mm-hmm.
To some old man, and he treats me really badly.
How
It
are you
just,
feeling?
yeah, awful. It's just sad, lonely.
Mm-hmm.
Can't escape.
Mm-hmm. What happens if you try to escape?
He stops me.
Mm-hmm. He stops you. So I'd like for you to look into his eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. Do you recognize those eyes?
No, I can't get a visual.
All right. I want you to feel his soul. Does his soul feel familiar?
Yes.
So let's see what happens to you. What happens to you as you're trying to get away? What happens next?
I know, he beats me up.
Mm-hmm. He beats me up.
He knocks me out and kills me.
Hmm. So I want you to be in the moment in which you are dying. And I want you to think about what it is that you're thinking as this body that's been beaten begins to leave. What are you thinking about?
I should have been better.
It should have been better. Notice how that's making you feel.
Yeah, like I just wasn't good enough.
hmm So I want you to notice as you're leaving that body, feeling that you should have been better, that you weren't good enough. What happens? What happens next to your spirit? Do you stay there with the body? Or do you go to the light? What happens? Feel it.
I feel like I go to the light.
You what?
I feel like I go to the light.
You go to the light. Very good. So as you're going to the light, I want you to see the two lifetimes side by side. The lifetime of this woman that was killed and the lifetime of Carol. And I want you to notice how your lifetime of feeling not good enough, thinking that you should have been better, how is that lifetime affecting Carol's life?
Mm. Yes, it is affecting my lifetime. It's been holding me back.
It's holding you back. And I want you to notice how in this lifetime, Carol has been running away. She's always running away. Why is she running away in this lifetime?
She's scared
Mm,
every time if she's in a relationship that she may die.
that she may
So
die.
she
hmm
runs away.
hmm So I want you to tell me, is it truth that she's going to die? Or is this something that the soul has imprinted upon itself as a fear?
It's just an imprint.
hmm So is it the truth that when things go wrong, she's going to be beaten and killed?
No.
hmm So I'd like for you to go ahead and tell Carol, is she good enough?
Yes.
hmm Is there anything for her to fear?
Nothing.
Nothing. Very good. So I want you to tell me, now that you have left that body, what decisions you've made as a soul to come back and learn as Carol.
That she is worthy.
She is worthy.
And
hmm
that she doesn't need to run away anymore.
hmm And why has she chosen circumstances in her life that have made her feel vulnerable and needing to run away?
So she learns the lesson
hmm
that she doesn't need to run away.
Has she learned it yet?
Yeah.
hmm Very good. So let's go back to that moment in time once again where you were with that husband that was beating you. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. I want you to be once again in that situation. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, with the understanding that there is no death, that there is no running away, What happens now? How does this body end? Mm-hmm. What has
I'm,
happened now?
I'm just older.
I'm older. Mm-hmm.
I'm happy within myself.
Mm-hmm.
My relationship is different.
Mm-hmm. Notice what has changed in you that has changed the relationship.
More secure,
Mm-hmm.
self confident, and I love who I am.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So I want you to go ahead and send all of that security, all of that self confidence, all of that love of who you are, send it to the soul part of Carol so she could feel it. She could feel that security. How does that feel?
Yes, better.
Better. Very
It's
good.
lifting.
It's lifting. Very good. And as that is lifting, I want you to go ahead and I want you to focus once again on your knee and notice what has happened to your knee.
It's feeling very light.
Mm-hmm. What has been lifted from the knee?
Burden of being shamed and
Mm-hmm.
wanting to escape all the time.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So we're going to take a moment now and I'm going to speak with that knee. As I count from 1 to 3, I want you to give your knee a voice. 1, 2, and 3. Good morning, knee.
Wanting.
I'd like for you to tell Carol what it is that you need from her in order for you to heal completely.
I need her appreciation
Mm-hmm.
and love. I've been keeping her upright for all this time, and I would like her to connect with me more.
Mm-hmm. Why is it that the left knee is not feeling it?
This is just the one that she
Mm-hmm.
injures all the time.
All right. Mm-hmm. So as you repair yourself, it seems that she's not appreciating it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So is there anything physically that she needs to do to help you heal even faster?
She can learn the lesson
Mm-hmm.
of not running away
Very
and
good.
just giving me more love
Very
and
good.
appreciating me.
Mm-hmm. Very good. All right. Let me speak with Carol. Switch. Carol, did you hear
Yes.
what your knee has told you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that this is something that you're capable of doing, giving your knee love and appreciation and not running away from circumstances anymore?
Yes.
Very good. So tell your knee that.
D, I'm just gonna love you and not run away anymore. I will appreciate you and be grateful every time you start feeling better, healing.
Very good. So I'd like for you to come up with a color that represents love and healing and appreciation. It could be a combination of colors. What is that?
Magenta.
Beautiful. So I'd like for you to just imagine a big ball of magenta energy, of light. And I want you to go ahead and place that into that knee. And imagine that magenta color with waves of healing going to every cell, every fiber, every muscle of the knee, loving it, appreciating it, no longer running away, knowing that this knee loves you so much that it's been giving you a message reminding you that your body needs to be loved. It supports you. And tell me what happens.
The bowls of magentas just spread out through
Mm-hmm.
my knee.
Very good. And I want you to notice where you felt that heaviness before and see if that is still there or it's lifted.
No, that's lifted. There's
Mm-hmm.
just a bit of sadness left there, but
We'll go into that in a moment. Tell me when you're done with the knee.
I'm done.
Very good. So let's focus on that sadness that has been left there. Where do you notice the sadness?
In my chest.
Mm-hmm. And I want you to do the same thing that you did before. I want you to allow your soul to take you to the origin of that sadness. As I count from 5 to 1, I want you to be led there. 5, focusing on that sadness. 4, 3, allow it to bubble up. 2, and 1. What is the sadness?
So, I don't know, I'm a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Just crying, hiding. I think it's because mum and dad are fighting.
Mm-hmm. And notice if this little girl is Carol or someone else.
No, this is Carol.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to notice how old you are there. What's the number that comes up?
3.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I want you to just feel yourself in that moment with mom and dad fighting. What are you thinking about?
Someone's gonna die.
Someone's gonna die. Mm-hmm. And how does that make you feel when you think about this?
Scared,
Mm-hmm.
afraid,
Very good.
lonely, sad.
Mm-hmm. And when you feel this, how does it affect you in your body? This little girl's body.
Just makes me feel like I just don't want to be seen. I want to
Mm.
be hidden away. I'm scared and ashamed.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So let's follow and see if this has happened before. Let's follow that. Where does your soul take you? Where have you been in this situation before? Someone is going to die.
Oh, I was watching Jesus on the cross.
Jesus on the cross. Mm-hmm. What's happening there?
He's bleeding to death
Mm,
and being stabbed. And I was standing by watching, and I just felt all this pain.
mm-hmm. Notice what you look like there.
But
Are you male or female?
female.
Mm-hmm. How do you know this man?
I've been following him,
Mm-hmm.
listening to him.
Mm-hmm.
I loved him.
So as you're watching him being stabbed and dying, what's going on through your mind?
I'm inconsolable and just know he's going to die.
Mm-hmm. Feel the emotions. What's coming up?
But there's just lots of grief, sadness.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Tell me more.
like I'll be alone when he leaves.
Mm-hmm. So notice how this is affecting you, your life, knowing that this man that you love so much is leaving and you'll be alone. What do you tell yourself?
Just don't know what to do now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel lost.
Mm-hmm.
Scared.
What do they call you there? What name
And
bubbles up?
Sarah comes up, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So, Sarah, let's see what happens next. Let's close that scene and let's go to the next important scene that makes you understand what happens with your life. Be there now. Where are you?
In a hospital.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
I'm lying in bed.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've had a head injury.
Mm-hmm. Is this the body of Sarah?
Uh, no.
No. Whose body is that?
I feel male.
You feel male. Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
I don't know if it's war or
Mm-hmm.
wartime, yeah.
Notice what year it is.
41.
Mm-hmm. Is this? Tell me more.
Oh, yeah, I've had a, yeah, I've been injured.
Mm-hmm.
Got bandages.
So as you're lying there with your injuries, what are you thinking about?
That we're going to die.
Mm-hmm. And how do you think about this death? What emotions come up?
Just sad because I'm young.
Mm-hmm. How old are
Haven't
you
really.
there?
Sorry.
How old are you there?
Only 22.
Mm-hmm. What do they call you there?
Chris?
Mm-hmm. When I say the word Chris, does that resonate with you?
Yeah.
Very good. So, Chris, let's see what happens. I'd like for you to go to the moment of your death. Allow your spirit to leave that body and tell me what you're feeling as you're doing that.
Remorse.
Remorse. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've gone too early.
Gone too early, yes.
Was lonely. I didn't get to have a family or a wife.
Mm-hmm. What conclusions do you come up with about this lifetime?
Just feel like it was wasted.
Mm-hmm.
Lonely.
Yes.
Unloved.
Yes. So as you're leaving this body, where is your soul? Are you watching it? Are you in the body? Where is your soul?
Above watching.
Above watching. Mm-hmm. What happens after you leave? Do you stay with this body or do you go somewhere else?
I stay with the body for a while.
Mm-hmm. And then what happens?
And then I hang around because I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to go.
Mm-hmm. Yes. How long do you stay around? Do you ever go to the light?
Mm-mm.
No. So,
No.
Chris, how did you meet Carol? Notice how old she is. Are you her past
She's,
life or did you connect with her?
I've come across her.
Hmm.
She was only little.
She was little.
She was a little girl,
Hmm. Notice how old she was.
about 4 or 5.
Hmm. What was happening at that time with Carol that made her so vulnerable that you were able to connect with her energetic field?
She was scared,
Hmm. What was she scared of?
dying.
Hmm. Why would Carol be afraid of dying when she's a little girl?
Her parents were fighting.
Mm. So, Chris, all of this time you've been with Carol? Hmm. What have you been influencing her with?
Her chest.
Hmm. What's going on with her chest?
The asthma that
The
she had.
asthma. Hmm. Is that because of the way you died, Chris?
Yes, but also head injuries.
Hmm. So, are you influencing her head too?
I confuse her,
Hmm.
tell her things.
What kind of things do you tell Carol?
She's not good enough.
Hmm. Why would you tell her that?
Because I feel that way.
Hmm. Is it true that she's not good enough?
No.
Hmm. So, Chris, you've done quite a bit of damage all of these years, haven't you?
Yes.
Hmm. What would you like to say to Carol now that you've been found out?
Oh, so I'm sorry.
Hmm. All right, switch. Carol, Now that you know that Chris has been influencing you, making you feel the way you have, not good enough, not being able to breathe when you were little, can you forgive this man for not going to the light, for being lost all this time?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So I want you to see inside of your body. Notice how his energetic field is connected. Notice it's almost as if it was long roots going inside of you. What do they look like?
Like,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, yeah, like a tree, like
Mm-hmm.
kind of going all through different areas.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
So, what I'd like for you to do is I want you to begin pulling out his energy from your body. I want you to imagine yourself as if you were pulling very, very deep roots. And I want you to pull them out and give them back to Chris.
I use my hands.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and pull them all out. And don't leave any of that energy with you. When you're done, you could shake your hands off. Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. Pull it all out. And you could even cough it out if you want. All that, pull it all out. It's not yours. And shake it off. Very good. And now, Chris, you could see that you are now free. Free to finally go home, to allow your soul to evolve. I'd like for you, Chris, to look deep inside of you and see that little light, the light that created you. And tell me when you find it.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, Chris, I'd like for you to expand that light and allow all of that love from Creator to come through. And tell me how it feels.
Yes.
Very
It's
good.
good. It's very
Very
good.
good. So, this is the pathway home, Chris. I'd like for you to go ahead and begin going into that light and tell me who is there waiting for you.
Yeah. There's a hand
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and grab that hand.
extended. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
just
tell
feel
me,
like it's the creator himself.
beautiful. Chris, may the light of the universe, of Creator, always be with you. And now, Carol, close that portal down and we will wish Chris the best on his journey home. But now you have a lot of space within you was taken up by Chris. And I'd like for you to find something you'd like to fill that space with. You could fill it with light, you can fill it with confidence, you could fill it with something that would make you feel wonderful. What would you like to fill that space with?
Yellow.
Yellow. Would you like the sun?
Unconditional love.
Beautiful. So bring in that yellow and fill in all of that space where you pulled out that energy. Fill it all in. And tell me when you're done. Mm-hmm. Very good. All right. So now, as you're full of golden light, all of that confidence, all of that love from Creator, I'd like for you to once again go back to that memory of this little girl crying. And I want you to tell me what happens. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Mommy and Daddy are fighting. What's happening with you now?
She's come out. She's run out. She's not hiding anymore.
Very good. Very good.
She's running up to them
Mm-hmm.
and asking them to stop, and they've taken notice.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Notice the power that this little girl has. And that power is love. Instead of running away and crying and being afraid of dying, now that power of love gives you confidence. Very good. So now let's go back to that memory of Sarah and let's find out how Sarah is affecting the lifetime of Carol. As I count from 3 to 1 now, let's go back to that memory and speak with Sarah. 3, 2, and 1. You're there now. What's happening?
Yeah, she's Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Walking away.
Yes.
Devastated.
Mm-hmm. So I want you
She's
to notice what Sarah is feeling in her body.
yeah, back. Sore
Mm-hmm.
back.
Mm-hmm. Where is that coming from?
Just unsupported.
Unsupported. Very good. Why
She
is it that
oh,
she
she
feels?
doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, she doesn't know what she wants to do now,
Mm-hmm.
or where to go, or how to live a life.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
She's in a marketplace,
Mm-hmm.
begging for food.
Notice how others see her. I want you to feel it with your own emotions.
That she's just no one,
Mm-hmm.
useless,
Yes.
waste of space.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you now to forward to the moment of her death. See yourself there on Sarah's last day. Where are you?
Just on some old brick ground
Mm-hmm.
in some near some buildings.
Yes. Notice how the body is feeling.
Weak,
Mm-hmm.
degenerated, weak.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. What happens next?
She's kind of just propped up in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
She's just unkempt and tired and alone, hungry. She's got sick.
Mm-hmm. Notice what
She's
part of the body is sick.
her kidneys.
Mm-hmm. What else?
She's going to die.
All right. So I'd like for you to go ahead and go through the death process and tell me what's happening to the body.
Just everything shutting down.
Mm-hmm.
She's
And
just
mm-hmm.
feeling just really alone,
Mm-hmm.
devastated.
Yes.
There's no one else there.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to notice where the soul is as it watches this body die.
Just hovering next to her.
Mm-hmm. What's going through the soul's mind?
Doesn't want to leave yet, but it's going to.
Mm-hmm. So what was the purpose of having that lifetime? Losing a loved one, feeling unsupported, having to beg. What was Sarah learning in that lifetime?
Well, she didn't really learn the lesson. She should have been looking after herself better, feeling
Mm-hmm.
like that she was worthy enough,
Yes.
stronger. She was just too weak.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to notice how that lifetime is affecting the lifetime of Carol.
Oh, Carol's unsupported most of her life
Mm-hmm.
and feeling weak at points,
Mm-hmm.
letting emotions get too much for her, and then which makes her recoil,
And
hide.
when a body recoils, what happens to it?
It minimizes,
Mm-hmm.
closes down. Yeah, not no movement. It's quite
Mm-hmm.
the opposite.
So I want you to notice the body of Carol now. Where is it that she has felt this?
Her lower back.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I want you to pinpoint with your spiritual eyes where it is that this is happening.
Mhm.
Is it the spine? Is it the pelvis? Where is it?
Yeah, it's across the lower back
Mm-hmm.
area.
Very good. Very good. So let's hone in to that part of the lower area that is recoiling it. What is that? Is it the actual spine, some nerves? What is that?
Nerves.
Nerves. Very good. So, in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, I'd like to speak to the representative of the nerves that are causing all of this discomfort. 1, 2, and 3. Nerves, what's going on there in this body?
We're just tightening everything up.
For what purpose?
Well, she doesn't want to move freely, so we're just shutting it down.
Mm-hmm. All right. Switch. Carol, did you hear what's happening with your nerves?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is this something that you've done on purpose? Recoiling?
I don't know if it's on purpose,
Mm-hmm.
but yes, I have from time to time.
Mm-hmm. So notice how this has affected your body, how the body is now shutting down. Is this what you want moving forward?
No,
No. So what would you prefer your body to be doing?
being flexible and moving freely,
Mm-hmm.
moving forward.
All right. Let me speak with the nerves. Switch. Nerves, you've heard what Carol is wanting. What would make this happen? What would allow you to begin to release all of that tension, all of that tightening? What do you need from her?
I need more courage.
Mm-hmm.
Need her to realize that she is amazing, that she's flexible, and that she loves herself.
Very good. All right, switch. Carol, you've heard what your spine, what your nerves are telling you. You need to bring in that courage. You need to know, understand that you are amazing, that you are flexible. The only one that's stopping you is you, and that you love yourself. Are you in the are you able now to understand how amazing this body is that you have been born with?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to begin to understand the complexity that is your body, to understand how it works and how everything is alive within your body, that every cell that is born is there to serve you as the goddess that you are. Are you willing now to take control of this body and begin to move it, to love it, to command it, to be the best that it can be?
Yes.
All right, so I want you to envision yourself as you wish to be. I want you to plant in front of you a mirror and begin to visualize yourself as this courageous woman. Begin to envision what it's like to have full control of your body. Everything that you eat, everything that you drink is there to nourish the billions of cells that are born just to take care of you, to keep you alive. Notice the power that you have. And I want you to bring into that mirror all of the beautiful things that you are. What do you notice?
All of the beautiful things. Sorry, what?
That you are.
That I lost?
That you are.
Oh, that I am.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Begin to focus on your body.
Mhm.
Notice the perfection of it.
Strong, flexible,
Mm-hmm.
slim.
Look in the mirror and see yourself as that.
Very attractive and confident.
Very good.
Someone who looks after themselves.
Very good. So I want you to just begin to feel that in your body. Notice how your spine begins to feel the flexibility. What is it that your nerves are sending you now?
Love connections.
Beautiful. So I'd like for you to come up with a color that represents all of these things that your nerves require. Courage, amazing qualities, flexibility, and love. What is that?
I'm getting green,
Mm,
gold,
mm,
blue, and
beautiful.
red.
Send
Like
it,
a circuit board.
beautiful. Send it through your body like waves. And notice the changes, the feeling of your spine, of your lower back. What happens?
It's releasing,
Very good.
relaxing,
Mhm.
sending communication
Wonderful.
of love to every cell.
And send gratitude. Gratitude for all of those cells that are born just to make you who you are. And tell me when you're done.
Yes.
Very good. And now, with your body feeling the way it is, I want you to just memorize that feeling, that sensation. And I want you to connect once again with the soul of Sarah, knowing that there is no such thing as time, that we can affect the past and the future. I'd like for you to send her that same sensation. Allow her soul to feel it. And tell me what happens.
I was just seeing a coloured piece of paper floating down past a
Mm-hmm.
window on a building.
Beautiful. Notice how that affects Sarah.
Mm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you could pick a point in her life in which you can whisper to her and give her hope.
Yeah, at that point where
Mm.
Jesus was on the cross.
What would you like to tell her?
That everything's fine. She'll be she'll be fine. She's got the courage and the confidence and the love and support to be able to move forward freely.
Wonderful. How does she receive it?
She turns to look,
Mm-hmm.
and a look of acknowledgement on her face.
Wonderful. Very good. So I'd like for you now to disconnect your energies from Sarah. And let's do a scan of your body and see how your body is. If there's any areas of your body that we need to address now. What do you notice?
I'm just still just doing the scan.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, possibly
Mm-hmm.
around here.
All right. So I want you to use your imagination and tell me, what is that energy around there? If you knew, if you knew the texture, the color, what would that be?
Feels like it's heavy,
Mm-hmm.
maybe grayish,
Yes.
thick.
Mm-hmm. What does it remind you of?
Like mud.
Mm. Very good. So let's focus on that very heavy, grayish, thick mud. And I want you to notice if this is something that belongs to Carol or something else. Is this something created by Carol?
Mm,
What is that?
not
Mm-hmm.
mine.
Not mine. Very good. So I want you to go ahead and give that muddy, dark, muddy, heavy thing a voice. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. Let me speak with it. 1, 2, and 3. Switch. You there. Are you male or female?
Male.
Male. What is your name, please?
Vince.
Vince. How old are you?
43.
And what year is it, Vince?
1854.
Mm-hmm. Vince, how did your body die?
I was murdered.
What was it? You were
I was,
murdered?
mm,
How did they murder you?
and my brother,
Your brother murdered you. How did he do it?
he stabbed me
Mm-hmm. Where did he stab you?
in the tummy
Mm-hmm.
area.
Yes. So, Vince, it seems to me that your life was cut short unexpectedly. What were you thinking about when you saw that your brother had stabbed you?
I shouldn't have slept with his wife.
Ah, I see. So he came after you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So what were you thinking about now knowing that you had done something to cause your death?
Stupid. Shouldn't have gone there.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb idea.
Yes. So what happened after you left that body? Where did you go, Vince?
I didn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I just hung around.
Hung around for a long time.
Mm,
So how did you come upon Carol?
She didn't want to live.
She didn't want to live. How old was she?
54.
Mm-hmm. And when you felt that she didn't want to live, what did you do?
Oh, I thought I'll have her body.
Oh, okay. So you took advantage of her.
Yeah, why not?
Hmm. So, what have you been doing to her this whole time that you have attached to her field?
Oh, I've just been hanging around and making her kidneys not work properly and messing with her bowel and
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you're just messing with her.
Yep.
Hmm. But did you know, Vince, that when a person dies, they need to go back home? Why didn't you go back home?
I didn't want to.
Ah, okay. Did you not know? Did you not remember what home was like?
No.
No. Well, would you like to take a glimpse of it and see what's waiting for you, Vince?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Okay. I don't want you to go right now. I just want you to check it out. So, Vince, the path home is through that light that you have within you. I want you to find that little light. Hmm. Find that light, Vince, and tell me who's there waiting for you?
My dad.
What does he tell you?
Come with me.
Mm. Well, you can't go yet, Vince, because you didn't want to go. You have a lot of squaring away to do with Carol. What would you like to tell Carol since you've been messing with her?
Well, she didn't want the body, so
She didn't want the body.
I
Are
thought it
you
was okay. You
You
know.
thought it was okay? Okay, all right, let's speak with Carol. Switch. Carol, what do you say to Vince? Was it okay for him to mess with your body?
No.
No, it's your temple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you now ready to release that body?
Yes.
All right, so tell Vince. Time to go home.
It's yeah. It's time for you to pack up.
Mm-hmm. And
Take
we're
all your
going,
bits with you.
yes, but we're going to do that with love. I want you to go ahead and find all of that energy that you have within you. And I want you to begin pulling it out just like you did before. Notice what it is that's making you jolt. What is that? Mm-hmm. Pull it out. Pull it all out. Mm-hmm. Pull it out. Don't leave any of that energy in.
Mm, thick.
It's thick. Pull it out. Make sure you shake it off once you're finished. Mm-hmm. Very good. Tell me when you're done. Very good. Switch. Vince, I want you to begin to retrieve all of that energy. Take it all back now. And now, what does your dad tell you?
Say, come home, son.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready now to go, Vince?
Yes.
All right. I want you to go ahead and walk with your dad. And Vince, may the light of the universe always accompany you. Surround yourself with that love. And Carol, close that portal down now. And take a look at your abdomen once again. All of that space that was taken up with all of that energy from Vince. What would you like to put in there instead?
Pink.
Pink. What does that represent to you?
It's caring.
Caring. Very good. So let's put that caring where it belongs. Caring for your body, caring for your life. Fill that space. And notice how Vince had been affecting some of your organs.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And fill that up with pink. And tell me when you're done.
Yep.
Very good. So I want you to take that pink now and I want you to wrap yourself with it. Wrap yourself with a blanket of caring. Caring for yourself, your life. And as you do, use your spiritual eyes once again and take a look at your body and see if there's any areas of your body that need attention.
My right foot.
Right foot, very good. What's going on with the right foot?
Just feels not right
Mm-hmm.
energetically.
Okay. So I want you to focus and see what is that right foot needs. Just ask the foot what it needs.
What do you need, foot?
Mm-hmm.
Rest.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Are you willing to rest that foot now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Ask the foot what kind of color, healing color it needs to begin the resting process.
Blue.
Blue, very good. So let's begin sending a beautiful beam of blue light into that foot. And notice what happens to the foot as it receives it.
It's all glowing blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like the sky at Uluru at the
Beautiful.
conjunction.
Mm-hmm. And notice how the energy has shifted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So let's do a scan of the body once again. How does it feel now?
A lot lighter.
Very good. So now that the body is lighter, let's connect with that part of the soul that understands why Carol needed this session today. What is it that Carol needed to hear today during this session?
That she's worthy.
Mm-hmm.
That she is loved
Mm-hmm.
and cared for and supported always.
Mm-hmm. Who guides Carol?
I'm hearing Alcazar.
Mm-hmm. Alcazar. Is Alcazar a guide?
The collective.
Collective, very good. So this collective brought Carol here to this session. She wanted to know about the fifth dimension, if she was going to be connecting to it in this lifetime? What does Alcazar say about this? Mm-hmm. What does Alcazar say? Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make the body comfortable. Make the body comfortable. Mm-hmm. What is going on with Carol's body right now?
We connect with her.
Mm-hmm. You connect with her.
We control her body.
Okay. But if you connect with Carol, you can make her feel very comfortable. Go ahead and make her body and her vocal cords comfortable so that you can speak freely. Go ahead and adjust. We don't want her recoiling once again. Just give her the words so she could speak very comfortably. Mm-hmm.
Carol's here.
Mm-hmm.
She needed to be healed.
She needed to be healed. Very good. Has that been accomplished today?
Yes.
Yes. But she also had questions about her DNA, if it had been reconnected. Has this been done?
It's in the process.
Okay. Is there anything that she needs to do in order to accelerate this process?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me about that, please?
She needs to change her diet.
Okay. Tell me about that.
She is doing a good job, but she still needs to improve.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to stop drinking alcohol.
No drinking of alcohol. What does the alcohol do to her body?
It shuts her down.
Mm-hmm.
She's she's not eating much meat these days, but she still needs to give that up.
Okay. So I want you to tell me what the alcohol and the sugar does to her cells that keeps her from reconnecting her DNA.
It's too acidic.
Okay.
It's stopping the communication and the vibration.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She
So,
will be better when she leaves that behind.
okay. So, Alcazar, are you able to assist me with changing her senses in her body, the way she tastes different things? Are you able to do that?
Yes.
All right. So, would you do me a favor and let's change the way she would taste alcohol? Let's change her taste buds now to where it no longer tastes very good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So when she goes ahead and lifts that drink to her mouth, she does not like the taste of it. She practically gags at it, knowing that she is hurting her body. It will trigger a memory in her, knowing how this affects her body, how it kills her cells. Tell me when that's done, Alcazar. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tell me what's happening,
She's
Alcazar.
resisting.
She's resisting. Okay. What happens when she resists?
She's a naughty girl.
Mm-hmm. She's a naughty girl. So it seems, Alcazar, you've been trying to get her to stop this for a while, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes. So moving forward now, Alcazar, as she begins to eliminate all of that alcohol and sugar from her diet, tell her how her DNA will be reconnected.
You will move along very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Just need to change these few things.
Okay, very good. Would you begin that process right now, please? And go ahead and give Carol a visual of what you are doing so she understands, so she could be a co creator in this process.
She is.
Good.
Okay, it's done.
Very good. She questions her connection with the galactic family. Is that what you are, Alcazar?
Yes.
Yes. So, how is it that you connect with her?
We help her with her healings.
Mm-hmm.
We've connected in a different dimension, but we have been disconnected for a while.
You've been disconnected for a while. Mm-hmm.
But we've been back in her life over the last 12 months or more.
Okay. What happened in the last 12 months that you were able to reconnect with her?
She has been doing her spiritual growth,
Mm-hmm.
researching, completing courses, and we have come back to assist her.
Very good. So, if you could assist me by just moving her microphone closer to the mouth, I could hear her better. Very good. So, she was wanting to be assisted by removing pain. I think this is what the session was all about. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, very good. So, will she be using med beds in the future?
Yes.
Very good. What about her dreams of owning her own business? Have you been giving her these ideas?
Yes.
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 So, what does she need to do right now to continue on that path?
Once she cleanses her body,
Hmm.
the connection will be much stronger.
Okay, very good.
She's working towards it. She is thinking about it, visualizing what this property looks like.
Yes,
She knows what to do.
very good. Is this new venture that she's on part of the 5D reality?
Yes.
Good. So, it's on its way.
Yes.
Very good. So, I think that we have covered everything that we wanted to talk about. Is there anything that you in particular wanted to tell her or me or anyone else? Any message that you have?
Trust that everything will work out as it should.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's on track for humanity.
Mm-hmm. Even with all of the infections and all of the stuff that's going on right now, is that all part of the being on track?
It's all part of the plan.
It is. What do we need
It
to
will all,
learn?
it will all come full circle.
Mhm.
Everything's starting to change. It's just going to take a bit more time.
Okay. So we need to trust that it's all going to come around again.
Yes.
Very good. Is there any action that we need to take in order for us to uh, help ourselves get back on track?
Just stay away from the mind control
Mm-hmm.
that they have placed everywhere. You know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Stay away from it. Get back to nature.
Very good.
Go and talk to the trees. That's how we connected with Carol.
Okay. Through the trees.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Is there anything else, Alcazar, that you would like to address today, or do you feel that we are complete?
I feel that we are complete.
Very good. I'd like to thank all of you who have assisted us here today. It's been a beautiful session. I think she's gotten a lot out of it. So I'd like for you now to go ahead and disconnect your energies from Carol. Eyes 5 wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Ugh.
How long do you think this session was? How did it
Oh,
feel to
I
you?
don't know, an hour.
Did you fall asleep?
I think
Do
I
you
did when you were
remember?
putting me under. I think I did
Yeah. And what
briefly.
about for the rest of it? Do you remember any of it?
Yeah, no, I remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
I
we're on an
remember
hour
it.
and a half right now.
Oh, really? Wow. It didn't feel like that at all.
Well, you said
God.
at least an hour, right?
Yeah, I didn't feel like an hour and a half at all. Oh my God.
So, Carol, do you want to share this with the world?
Yes, Alba, why not? Sounds great.
So, tell everybody where you are and what you do.
I'm in Mackay, Queensland, and I do introspective hypnosis.
Wonderful.
And yes, I'm available. So
You're
I,
available.
yeah,
So you do this over Zoom, I would presume, or
I
what?
can, yeah, locally, face to face if you want, or over Zoom. That's
Good,
fine.
good. So I'm going to put up above where they can reach you if you're
Okay,
on social media or whatever. And if they're looking for a session with you, they can connect with you.
okay, no worries. Thank you.
So I want to just before we finish, how did it feel like to be hypnotized?
It's good. It just feels like you're in this nice kind of relaxed state. You're conscious, but it's nearly like meditative. Is that a word?
Yes. Yeah, meditative. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, like it's just, yeah, nice and peaceful and yeah.
Good. Good. So obviously you would recommend this to other people to do this, right?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
always. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've only been waiting 4 years, so
Yeah.
you know.
And just for everybody to know, we met in New Zealand at the Wanaka class, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
So do you recommend that class for other people?
Oh, definitely, it was the most amazing week of my life. I met so many amazing people who I'm still in communications with, lots of them, and yeah, we connect regularly. So it was just a great week, so much fun. Um, yeah, just people from all over the world, really.
Good. So a shout out to all the Wanaka introspective
Yeah,
hypnosis practitioners.
hello everyone.
Good.
So I just want to let everybody know that in order for you to get a session with me, just like Carol did, you go to my website, sign up for my newsletter through a mailing list, and I send it out about once a month telling everybody when I have sessions, and I only book 1 month ahead. So I hope I get to meet you in a future event or hypnosis session or frequency session. I'm doing all of that. So thanks for watching. I thought this was a great session. Until the next one. Bye-bye.